Hi. First of all, I want to thank everyone who contributed to my GoFundMe that my daughter set up for me. I was robbed, and I'm pretending I'm at the beach now. I love this Zoom background. Um, yeah, so thank you, everybody. I wanted to talk about my open head in Ajna because I had a really interesting awareness the other day of how susceptible I am to being conditioned by people's thoughts. And I've known this for a long time. It's not a new awareness per se, but I actually saw something happen where I, in having conversations with someone with a defined head ajna, I literally just took their thoughts and ran with them and put something into place without checking in with my own emotional authority, without actually checking in with me hardly at all. And only to find out that what I had put in place was not correct at all. Um, and so I feel somewhat humbled, to realize that here I am 12 years in design, which isn't a lifetime for sure, but, is a number of years. And that I could be so unaware of how I was being impacted by someone's thoughts. The other thing I've noticed in me about hanging out with people that have those defined head ajnas is that sometimes I can feel really intolerant of their thoughts. Now, I have a second color PHS, and that's PHS is the brain, hard gray matter. And the second color is discriminating. It's bigoted. It's like if there's 100 foods in front of me, one may be okay for me. There may be 10 foods in the whole world that could be okay for me. And that can change a little bit. And so what I've realized is that that's true with anything that my brain is taking in. The wrong music, the wrong food, the wrong people, the wrong thoughts. In his lectures, Ra even says how absolutely devastating it can be for a second color to be listening to people who are incorrect for them. And so a dynamic that I've seen happen is in a conversation, I will suddenly push away really strongly. And I think to the other person really harshly. I think I seem very harsh to them. And it's happening when I just suddenly get overwhelmed in my brain and not able to take in whatever's going on. Now, I'm hopeful. It's a 2, so I can be hopeful, right? My brain can be hopeful that I can possibly identify sooner that I'm starting to get overwhelmed in the conversation and just, maybe back away. Rather than waiting until I'm completely devastated and then I have to push back really hard. So that's my awareness today. I guess we talked about the color 2 and the defined head ajna versus the open head ajna. And again, thank you to all who donated to me. It makes a big difference.